Taipei doctor killed by turning bus. Mart to rebrand as PX Mart Max by August 1st. Ex-baseball stars help restore power in Chiayi. Japan's ruling party set to lose majority. Meta investors, Zuckerberg settle $8 billion privacy suit. UK's most powerful supercomputer comes online. 1,300 evacuated as heavy rains hit South Korea. Babies made using 3 people's DNA.
Hello, I'm Wade Lee. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Monday, July 21st, Belgium National Day, and here are your top stories. In local news, Dr. Zhou Jiazhen, chief breast surgeon at Taoyuan Hospital, was fatally struck by a turning bus while crossing a Taipei street on July 19th. Taipei Mayor Jiang Wan'an expressed sorrow and vows accountability, adding that the city is considering safety upgrades such as pedestrian islands. RT-Mart, a major hypermarket chain in Taiwan for nearly 29 years, will officially rebrand all 20 of its stores as PX Mart Max by August 1st. A farewell tea event titled Goodbye RT-Mart, Thank You was held nationwide today to thank loyal customers. PX Mart said the rebranding aimed to unite both old and new members with special promotions planned. 2 weeks after Typhoon Dennis hit Taiwan, power was fully restored in Chiayi on July 19th thanks to Taipower's massive repair efforts. Among the over 1,000 workers were former national baseball player Luo Zhenrong and Ke Dongrong, who once represented Taiwan in international competitions. Now Taipower employees, they joined their colleagues in bringing light and safety back to the region. And in global news, exit polls from an election in Japan project that the ruling coalition is set to lose its majority, putting the country's Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba under immense political pressure. Voters head to the polls early on Sunday for the tightly contested upper house election, held amid public frustration over rising prices and the threat of U.S. tariffs. Having already lost its majority in lower house, a defeat for the coalition in the upper house would critically undermine its influence over policymaking and could prompt Ishiba to quit less than a year after he was elected.
The coalition needs 50 seats to retain control of the 248-seat upper chamber, with an exit poll from public broadcaster NHK projecting them to win between 32 and 51. Earlier polls had indicated that Ishiba's Liberal Democratic Party, LDP, and its junior partner, Komeito, were at risk of losing their majority. Despite the projection that his coalition would lose the upper house, Ishiba told a news conference at his party's headquarters in Tokyo that he intended to remain as prime minister. Half of the seats in the upper chamber were being voted on in Sunday's election, with members elected for 6-year terms. If the coalition takes home fewer than 46 seats, it would mark its worst performance since it was formed in 1999.
Mark Zuckerberg has agreed to settle a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit with a group of shareholders over how top executives and directors at Meta handled repeated privacy violations by Facebook. The shareholders were seeking $8 billion in damages. It is unclear how much they agreed to settle for. The settlement was announced on Thursday by a lawyer for the shareholders, just before the trial was about to enter its second day in a Delaware court. Meta declined to comment on the settlement.
The Meta shareholders had alleged that Mr. Zuckerberg's actions led to the Cambridge Analytica scandal, in which the data of millions of Facebook users was leaked and used by a political consulting firm. The shareholders had asked the judge to order the 11 defendants named in the case to reimburse Meta for more than $8 billion in fines and legal costs, which they say the company had to pay to resolve claims of users' privacy breaches. The shareholders also questioned the timing of share sales by top executives at the company. Meta is the parent company of Facebook, as well as the photo-sharing app Instagram and the messaging app WhatsApp. The settlement allows the defendants to avoid testifying under oath.
A supercomputer that is the most powerful in the UK has been made fully operational in Bristol. Technology Secretary Peter Kyle flicked the switch on the Isambard AI machine as the government unveiled new AI plans. The computer will become part of the UK's public AI computing capacity, along with a machine in the Cambridge called Dawn. The aim is to use the supercomputer for public projects such as reducing NHS waiting lists and developing new tools to tackle climate change, although AI is notoriously energy hungry.
In addition, the government announced that Scotland and Wales will be in line for billions in investment in so-called AI growth zones. Part of the Isambard AI computer was used in January for a medical project to develop vaccines, but it has now been fully activated. As the name suggests, a supercomputer has more processing power and can complete more tasks more quickly than a less powerful computer. It processes data in the same binary format as regular computers but uses thousands more processing units to analyze larger amounts of data at faster speeds. Along with Dawn, the supercomputers will form the UK's AI research resource and will be available for public projects, although they won't combine computing power.
Torrential rain that slammed South Korea for 5 days has left 17 people dead and 11 others missing. One person was killed on Sunday after their house collapsed during heavy rain, and another person was found dead after being swept by a swollen stream in Gapyeong, a town northeast of Seoul. The Interior and Safety Ministry said 10 people was discovered dead and 4 others were reported missing in the southern town of Sencheong on Saturday after heavy downpours caused landslides, house collapses, and flash floods there.
As of 4 p.m. on Sunday, about 2,730 people remain evacuated from their homes. According to a ministry report, the rain had stopped in most of South Korea by Sunday, and heavy rain alerts have subsequently been lifted throughout the country. Since last Wednesday, southern regions have received approximately 24 to 31 inches of rain. President Lee Jae-myung expressed deep sympathy to those who lost loved ones or suffered financial damage due to the heavy downpours. Lee said the government will push to designate areas hit hard by the downpours as special disaster zones. The designation would provide greater financial and other recovery support from the government.
8 babies have been born in the UK using genetic material from 3 people to prevent devastating and often fatal conditions. The method, pioneered by UK scientists, combined the egg and sperm from a mother and father with a second egg from a donor woman. The technique has been legal in the UK for a decade, but we now have the first proof that it is leading to children being born free of incurable mitochondrial disease. These conditions are normally passed down from mother to child, starving the body of energy.
This can cause severe disabilities, and some babies die within days of being born. Couples know they are at risk if previous children, family members, or the mother herself has been affected. Children born through the 3-person technique inherit most of their DNA, their genetic blueprint, from their parents, but also receive a tiny amount, about 0.1%, from the second woman. Mitochondria are tiny structures found in nearly every cell of our bodies. They are the reason we breathe, as they use oxygen to convert food into the form of energy our bodies use as fuel. Defective mitochondria can leave the body with insufficient energy to keep the heart beating, and can also cause brain damage, seizures, blindness, muscle weakness, and organ failure.
The answer for last Friday was C, infiltrated. The spies secretly infiltrated the enemy's base to gather information. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. Japan's ruling party set to lose majority. Number 1, contest, 比赛, 争夺. She won the singing contest with her powerful voice. Number 2, immense, 巨大的,广大的. The project required an immense amount of time and effort. Number 3, projection, 预测,投射. The sales projections for next year looks very promising. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section. The correct answer will be announced tomorrow. Belgium's National Day traces its origin back to 1831. It celebrates the day when Leopold I took the oath as the first king of Belgium, officially marking the country's independence from the Netherlands. This event was a significant milestone as Belgium has declared its independence the previous year in 1830, following a period of unrest and revolution. Choosing this day to commemorate Leopold I's oath highlights the birth of the Belgian state and the establishment of its monarch. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune into FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm Wei Li, your host. I'll see you next time.